Well, I've got a bit of a sore throat, so let's see how this video goes. Not feeling the best today, but we're going to make it work. We're going to persist through it, do all of our work, get things done. Just like we got things done with Deus Vult, my most recent graphic novel. All the books are out now, and reviews are coming in. Everybody says this is a fantastic, fantastic book. If you love old 70s Marvel, this is the spot you should be going. Don't go to the movie theaters. Support indie people who love you and want to cater towards you. All right. The news of the day. Oh, by the way, before I get too far into that link is in the description below. I still have some copies left, so you can pick it up if you missed it for some reason. The news of the day is Shang-Chi, the third worst opening weekend in Marvel Cinematic Universe history. Thank you, Bounding Into Comics, for reporting on this, my favorite news source. I actually went and saw Shang-Chi over the weekend. I thought it was just something to do. And I like movie theaters. It's a weird thing, but I really do. Maybe that's why I'm sick, though. Maybe, I went out in public and there's people there. But I'm digressing. Sorry. I do like going to movie theaters. And I saw the movie and I went in and, for a bit it was okay. There's a lot of problems with the movie that just make it not that fun. I can go over that at length. The main problem is just a pacing element. Everybody's trying to make these movies like 2.5 hours at this point. And so there's backstory crammed in there. There's flashbacks. It slows everything down. There's an intro to these characters that takes like an hour before you actually get into the film itself. And then the film itself just takes a drastic 180 turn from this like street kung fu movie with Razor Fist as the villain to this like weird fantasy movie with like never-ending story monsters. It looks like Narnia at some point, but Japanese or Chinese or whatever it is. It just really fails on that level because it just tries to shove too many different things into the same movie. There's so much more. Maybe I'll do a Shang-Chi and the 10 reasons why this movie failed at some point. But they're obviously going to blame this on COVID. They still haven't gotten the message yet in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're going to be like, oh, well, the COVID numbers make it so nobody saw this. But Disney's actually been failing on a lot of levels, and so has DC. So has all the big studio stuff. They've been trying to force these sort of like SJW-ish, but light, because they don't want to push too hard in these giant budget films. But they try to push like everybody's a minority who's a good guy, the white guy's a bad guy, every single time. They have the quirky, comedic woman in here who acts like the Amy Schumer of Asia, where she just makes vagina jokes the whole time. It's like nobody really wants to watch that. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's nothing new. And when you have a character like Shang-Chi, who, basically it's a team film where the women are just as good or better than him, that's not a good way to introduce a character. If you look at the reason like Tony Stark, Iron Man worked, or Captain America worked, is those characters actually were iconic. They actually did heroic things. They were the ones who you focused on, and you could tell, yes, he's the one who's going to save the day. It wasn't his quirky female sidekick making vagina jokes throughout the whole movie who was going to be the deal. And you could see that from the trailers that, that this was going to be a movie that just was kind of all over the map, really had no kind of focus, and it just doesn't inspire people to go out and see this in theaters. And I'm sure the pandemic doesn't help either. But, at the end of the day, it's the content that matters. And I think we are starting to see people revolting against what these corporations are putting out for their milquetoast products around this point. So I think in the future, we're going to see the same thing. I don't think the Eternals is really going to push into something that's going to be that exciting for people. I don't know what's coming up after that, but Spider-Man will probably do well because it's Spider-Man. But beyond that, Marvel really needs to get its act in gear. I mean, these like semi SJW films just aren't quite making it, and they're not going to be what the audience wants. All right, what do you think about this? Hit the like and subscribe button. I'm sorry I'm not like my best today. I'm not feeling good. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm not going to die of COVID or something. See you.